if they say like, "Hey, why are you fucking other people?" You could be like, "You're fucking married. Shut the fuck up." Like, so.
Okay.
Actually, this.
He's rereading it. This is amazing. I might use this for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Let's get this mother sucker.
No.
Mother.
No, because a mother
trucker.
A mother trucker.
I don't like mother trucker.
Why?
I just don't like it. I never have.
How about a mother fooker?
Trucker.
Feels like I'm watching a Mormon movie.
How about a mother?
You know what I mean?
How about a mother gunter?
Because that's all moms have at that point. I call it a gunt.
Yeah, we know this. That's why I said
I love
it's
gunts. Not a
Jesus
fupa. I think
Christ.
fupa's too old.
I feel
Wait,
like,
what?
I think fupa's too old.
I
A fupa's not old. A fupa's is the same thing as a gunt.
Yeah, but it's like having a faux hawk now.
Oh, you mean the term is old?
Yeah.
Like it's
I created gunt.
placé. Or yeah, right. Okay.
this sounds like a PR campaign for the word gun.
Yeah. Do you have excess fat over your vagina?
Cunt. Can you say the word cunt? Are you offended by the word cunt?
It's just not in my vocabulary.
No.
I love that word.
This is the
That's
thing.
like my favorite word.
Only if I get really pissed.
The only time a word would offend me that somebody would say it to me, like
if it wasn't
a
true.
bitch or a cunt or asshole or a dick, is if my mom said it to me. Anyone else, I don't care. Like,
oh yeah,
if somebody calls me a dick, I'm probably was being a dick. If I'm an asshole, they call me an asshole. I'm pretty sure I probably said something that I was being an asshole.
Yeah.
Nobody calls me names. I know this is kind of shitty. Undeservedly.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So it doesn't really hurt my feelings.
Really?
If a stranger says it to me, you mean nothing to me. You're a stranger. Say whatever the hell you want. You think because you call me a bitch, like, I don't care.
But if your mom says it,
yeah, then I know she's trying to hurt me.
oh,
You about to catch these hands, Mom. You about to catch these hands.
You know, when someone calls me an asshole, I just own it.
Yeah, me too.
My favorite thing to do is to say, well, you are what you eat.
Okay.
So that's why I'm called a dick all the time.
Yeah, I'll take that too.
Just kidding.
Wow.
I'm
No, you're not.
kidding. I'm a pussy.
Okay.
I'm a belly button.
If you had to eat a dick, like eat a dick.
Like
on
bull dick?
Fear Factor?
Yeah,
Okay.
like
I'd
I
eat
saw
it.
a video of this lady just going to town on like a bull dick or something like that. It was like, but
How was that again?
it was like
Yeah,
like,
you even did like the jack off. You know, it was big.
because it was dangling. She was
It was hung from the
struggling to
ceiling.
hold it. It was her arm muscles couldn't.
Veins popping out of her arm.
Would you eat it head first or would you slice it into ribbons? That's my question.
I would do more medallions. Like a loaf of bread.
Medallions.
Medallions, that's what they're called when it's the long, or when you do it circular.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was called
Medallions.
Ribbons would be a
ribbons would be the
chiffonade.
long. Yeah. and
Chiffonade. So like most lettuce is chiffonade.
Okay.
Yeah, which is ribbon.
I see. When I think of carrot ribbon, like I get
like,
chips, like almost like chips.
Those would be
Yeah,
medallions.
those are
Okay,
medallions.
that's cool.
If it's
I never
round.
knew that.
No, yeah, if it's
that's
round.
awesome.
Yeah.
Now you learned something.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong.
Because he's not.
Exactly. He's a
Right.
chef. He knows this shit.
Correct.
That's his area of
Cordon bleu.
expertise.
Le cordon bleu.
Le cordon bleu.
And he's a
Bleu.
chef and a podcaster,
Yeah.
a radio personality.
Croissant.
No.
Can you say croissant?
You're
Croissant.
The correct way.
croissant.
Thank you.
Croissant.
Croissant. Like
Yeah,
that?
angry. Like, it's all about anger with the friends.
Yes.
They're like, I hate this pie.
It's delicious. It is too good for its own good.
Yes, throw it away.
Oh man,
That's
But
most chefs.
let them eat cake. Have you seen that pie cake though,
Pie cake
or cake pie?
Yes.
or
Yes,
cake.
Pakaki.
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 Someone that
Goes
works.
back to Pakaki.
Someone that works for me makes
Pakaki.
a chocolate flan
Ooh.
on top of
Flan?
a cake.
Ooh.
It's like it's all one piece.
Yeah.
Do you know flan?
Yeah.
Flan is just creme brulee. It's just
Creme brulee is my
you
favorite
guys
dessert
just have
ever.
caramelized sugar on the bottom, so that's where the brown comes from.
And creme brulee does not?
Does not, and it's baked.
Yeah, it's on the top, and then you what do you say?
No.
Flambe it? No, flambe is like cooking with fire.
Flambe. Mm-hmm. It's where you light it.
Spambe.
Yeah, it's where you burn off the flambe it. Yeah, you burn off the alcohol. Mm-hmm. But does it do anything? You use a torch. You pretty
it makes
much,
it crispy.
Yeah, on the top.
That's why it's my favorite, because you got the smooth. Oh my god!
It's more of a custard
creme
brulee.
Can we not talk about?
I love creme brulee. I can eat it all day.
I know, me too. It's literally my favorite
Go
dessert.
to Houlihan's.
I'm not
a
sweets person. We've talked about this. And that's probably why it's my favorite.
Flan's good too.
Because it's just
I love
very
flan.
balanced. You know what I mean? And if it's the right, oh my god,
I like
love fucking creme brulee.
Tiramisu.
Oh, that's my
Tiramisu
second
is good.
favorite.
It's coffee cake, pretty much.
And that's why it's my. Then that's another one that's not sweet.
I could snort that shit, man. That stuff is so good.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
If it's made right with a light, because they make lady fingers and they like layer it. It's so good.
I've made it. You know what I made? I made made one with limoncello. So instead of coffee, I made.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, it was so good.
Limoncello tiramisu.
I wonder if you ate that.
Maybe.
Hey, I'm from Elmer's.
And the pie thing was like completely gone. Like there wasn't a crumb left in there, and I was like, "Really, guys?"
Yeah. I just wanted a sliver.
I don't feel bad for eating it all. You know, like
when that one's left, I'll take the last
one.
one.
If you brought something, that means you can make it whenever you want. I don't know how to make this. This is delicious. You get none. Make your own.
Yeah. No,
you know
I
mean?
I agree with that.
And if I was making something for work, I would make two of them so that one of them stayed at home and that one's mine, and then the other one goes with me to, and you guys can all eat it. Yeah. It's all yours.
Because when you're making it, I'm sure you ate some.
Yeah, for sure. You know, yeah, like while it's going, you're like,
oh, I'll just take a little fingerful.
I gotta taste it and see how it is.
What do you do? That's part of cooking.
A little bit.
Do you put your finger in it?
All the time. I lick my finger first and then put it.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
But the heat kills all the germs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're never eating anything.
Anything he offers?
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I made this.
Cool.
Like,
no.
I'm full on bacon.
Hey, I we ordered this. No. I feel like you would.
Yeah.
I feel like, I doctored it up.
Yeah, I put a little
glaze.
Yeah, there's a little garnish.
Oh man,
that's like in the movie Waiting, where he pulls out the pubes.
So
he's like a little what do you? He's like just pulling them. Oh, it's too funny. And then he put it like in the potatoes.
Speaking of pubes,
yes,
I saw I saw a movie. It's called Midsummer.
Okay.
Have you seen? Have either? That
of you
sounds
seen familiar. This? Who's in it?
Midsummer Night's Dream.
I don't know who's in it. I don't know. I don't know actors. I don't think it's got any big names in it. It's
like spin-off names. It's like Fred Pitt.
Yeah. Tom Spanks.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Midsummer is mindfuck, and so is Hereditary. That was the other movie that I had seen, and let's just say pubes play into the
it's a lot
into Midsummer. Yeah,
like what's on my tongue?
Yeah, no, there's definitely a moment in that where he pulls hair from his mouth.
Had one wrapped around my tongue ring before, and I pulled it like a cartoon motorboat. Like
yeah, I remember you telling that story.
Like,
ooh, that probably doesn't feel great.
I was like 19.
Well, I guess it probably did feel good.
I should probably take out the tongue ring. I'm 41. Just let it go.
No. You're still young at heart, man. That's what matters.
True. I think physically I'm like 41. Mentally I'm like 25.
There you go.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the...
Mentally I don't feel 41.
I don't either.
I think the 30s is when you're like in your pinnacle. That's your peak. I think that's most
physically?
People. And mentally.
Oh,
you know
no.
what I mean? Like, at least that's
mentally,
my thing.
I feel better now than I did when I was in my 30s. But physically, I was at my peak.
I feel you could take things better. You know what I'm saying? Like
now?
breakups and all that stuff. Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, maybe.
Definitely, I roll with the punches
But I feel
much better now than when I was in my 30s.
Well,
sure.
the reason that I say that is because
Like revenge is not a thing.
Yeah, and the older you get, the more experiences obviously that you have, and then you're able to kind of like step back and say, that doesn't, in the grand scheme of things, that there's no reason for me to lose sleep over that. You know,
your brain reacts slower though, is what I mean. It's more so. I'm talking about like your brain capability. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, I feel smarter now than I was when I was in my 30s.
Yeah, I'm not talking about knowledge. I'm talking about like reaction speeds.
Correct.
And, like
I'm tired quicker.
You're not. That's
you are not a scientist.
I know, but I know scientists, and I've asked them, and the popular opinion is...
Yeah, nice. Can I get this on writing? And it has to have a letterhead.
That's the reason that a lot of pro video gamers are 17. Because their reaction times and all that shit is just faster. It's better. They're better.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the ones, and they're
I don't know.
I
got NHL 22 the other day, or yesterday, and I was pretty good.
I beat the pants off of my 3-year-old.
Sure
Good
did.
job.
He doesn't know how to play.
Yeah, he does. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
No, I wasn't playing him. I was playing other people from across the world.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, maybe. I mean, it's hockey, so what? Canadians?
No,
that's
you'd be
it.
surprised. Swedish, Russian.
Okay, I can
When
see
your
that.
kid gets older and you play games, will you let him win?
No.
Or will you beat the pants off of him until he beats you?
Until it's like I'm trying and I'm like, well, fuck. Like the age of reasoning comes.
Okay.
Like, oh, he can beat me now.
Okay.
You're going to let him win until then? Or you're...
No,
should I think like but I don't want him to think he's really good.
I wouldn't,
and
yeah.
then go
I
out there.
never
That's
let my
the
kids
problem.
win.
Yeah.
That's the
Never.
problem.
When he sucks.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you
Somebody
rub it in
yesterday
their
was like-
face, though?
If you
Sometimes.
No, you shouldn't.
Why?
Because that's teaching
No,
them
no,
to be a
that's
poor
not.
sport.
No, not that way.
No,
More
when,
like.
when they're kids is what
Oh,
I'm saying.
no. Not,
Ah, you suck!
oh, no. I would
No,
never
like,
do that.
I would.
If he gets
I would never do that. I do. My kid's 16 now. Yesterday we had game night, and I beat the shit out of him. And
my
He was like-
mom and stepdad,
no, physically.
we'd play rummy all the time. They'd win every time. They didn't like say, okay, we went
Right.
through this.
Yeah, and it actually drives him. It makes him competitive against me. You know, like he can't wait to beat me. He beat me once in Scrabble, and he fucking did not let me forget it for
If he
months.
if he gets the participation award in hockey, I'll tell him, I'll give it back to the coach. I'll be like, he didn't win anything. Why does everybody win?
Yeah, I hate that.
I mean, I enjoyed a participation award when I was a kid.
I think I think it's cool
yellow.
to have like a party or something,
Yeah.
and you enjoy, you know, like you celebrate
didn't win, but
camaraderie,
hey,
you
everybody's
celebrate
having fun,
all
yeah.
of that stuff, right? Like you guys did a really great job
Yeah.
at, you know.
Well, they
But-
say psychologically though that it's better. It keeps them interested enough to get past that point where they actually care about it. You know what I mean?
What, being harsh?
No. Giving like participation awards and stuff like that. You know, for a
But
little
everybody's
kid,
not in first place.
for a little kid, it's
I
not a first
can
place
see
award.
that.
There's not a
Like
first
everybody
place
gets
award.
a trophy. It's like, no, you didn't earn it.
Yes, they did by putting
Trying.
themselves out there and trying
I
and
can
playing
see
the
that.
game and stuff like that. And then once they're old enough to compete and like understand the game and stuff like that, that's what drives them. But they've gotten.
But I think that's the dangerous part, though, right? Like that leap from like feeling like, oh, everybody's going to get an award too, then you stop, and then it's like, well, what do you mean I don't get an award? I just got one last year. Like, and it's just very
okay, I guess. But what
But
I'm
I
saying
agree with
is
both
like
sides.
at first, encourage them as much as you can with positive reinforcement on why they should continue. Because
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Of
you know
course.
what I mean?
But that's where
You don't need a participation
being
award
a
for that.
parent.
but I think
Exactly.
I
You know
think
what
it
I'm
helps
saying?
though. Is what I'm saying.
Being a parent,
It doesn't
you should
hurt.
be like, hey, you did awesome. You didn't win it. Like you give them that encouragement.
Exactly.
That's what happened to me when I was younger.
Right, and so you would have if everybody gets a participation award, then
It sounds special to him, though.
In actuality, it's not really.
Yeah, it's like, oh, cool, I showed up. Thanks
And
for
then
the trophy.
the first place award is the one that rewards someone for being first, right?
Yeah. But that's
So
like,
then there's no harm in having the participation award either.
like,
Who
hey,
cares?
like you still get a trophy because you came,
Exactly.
which should be an attendance award.
Right.
So you're going to do good at your job and always be on time.
Well, yeah, exactly. But
I don't get those at work.
high five, because you're old. You're not a little baby.
It would be nice, just a little bit like, hey, thanks for always showing up.
Yeah, they have like attendance awards in grade school and fucking high school too.
I miss those.
I think people who go through high school without missing a single day will get celebrated. Like,
but I don't think that's a good thing.
Really?
Yeah, I was just reading an article about that, and it made complete sense to me about how
perfect attendance is not a good thing.
That it's celebrated, and it drives an incorrect sense of what, like, taking care of yourself. So, and I will say this because my daughter.
Interesting.
Yes, because my daughter experiences.
You
put so much pressure on yourself, especially being that young, to be perfect and everything, that you don't take time out when you just need a time out. Like my son, 2 weeks ago, he was like, Mom, he hadn't missed, any school. And he's just like, can I just have a day to stay at home? I just want a day to.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck yeah. I'll call you in right now. That attendance award wouldn't mean anything to me. I wouldn't give a shit as a parent, be like, oh, bro, my kid got an attendance. No, like, he wanted to take the day off to get some, you know what I mean? Like, that for me is more important than
I feel like
not missing a day of school.
I feel like that's a more adult way to approach life.
Absolutely.
And so, because you're right, it's unreasonable to assume that someone, and if you're training someone for work in the future, you know what? All the high-powered jobs take all the days off that they need.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? In order to fucking.
But I feel like you have to earn that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you get to the point and you earn it and you prove yourself, like, one day off isn't going to kill you or destroy the business.
I feel like there's a lot of shit that we do here in the United States specifically that fucking sucks for the workers, man.
5-day work week is the worst.
Yeah, that's what I was about to bring that up. 4 days, 10 hours, 40 hours, you still get the same shit and you get a much better work-life balance. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just that...
and everything... actually, they did a study. Everything does get done that they need to get done for the week. Because when they know they're not coming back, like, say, Friday, Saturday, Sunday... They finish everything.
Yeah.
Like, everything's finished.
You got to make sure that it's done. And again, you're given the same amount of time to complete the task. And it cuts down on, like, if it's a travel job,
Call offs.
it cuts down on people. Like, you're taking a whole day from someone when you make them work 8 hours and 10 hours. So why not just take one less day away from that person? You know what I mean?
Henry Ford created the 5-day work week.
Yes, he did.
And he's also a fucking white supremacist dude.
Yeah.
Oh, those their time.
No, we're not going to give someone a pass for that. No,
he also didn't like his employees drinking. So if he knew you drank, he'd actually come to your house and try to save you with God. Because that works.
We were talking about that on the way here.
It's like, God, like, have you read the 12 steps? Not to bash him.
Who? God?
No, the 12 steps.
Oh.
Like an AA. Yeah. It's all like denounce yourself to God.
Yes.
God,
No,
God,
surrender
God.
yourself to God. It's a very religious program, and they sneak it into like a help program.
Yeah.
I think
it hasn't been updated since 37.
And the weird thing is that isn't it like a government thing too? Like it
was like after Prohibition got lifted, it was created all of a sudden.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that can't someone be like, oh, you need to do blah 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 hours of
community service, like type thing, or Jesus?
Yeah, like you have to go to Alcoholics Anonymous or whatever.
No, it's not. They can mandate it. Like if you get in trouble,
right?
Like you have to go. But if you look at other countries that legalized everything, it's mandatory rehab.
Okay.
And their crime rate went.
Yeah. No, I mean that's what it is.
It's like either go to jail for the rest of your life.
And it ruins your fucking life too, bro. Like, try getting a job and after that, like a good high-paying job. You can't.
Yeah.
You're done.
I mean, I've been around people who've been through the steps and stay to them. Like they take out what they want and it keeps them sober.
Right.
But I don't bash them for it. I never will. Like and I even say it. I'm like, is it okay if I order a drink? They're like, yeah, go ahead. Like it's.
Right.
I'm not like, oh my God, give it to me now. It's
wait.
Because they get past to that addiction part where they know if they go down this road, what it's going to bring. But
I feel like addiction it's genetically driven too, right? Like some people have like a predisposition to becoming an alcoholic, and
so is cancer. No, nobody goes, I think I'm going to try cancer today.
Well, right. But what I'm saying is that like then aren't you enabling that? Like if you're the bartender and you know someone's an alcoholic and they ask you for a beer, aren't you just kind of like, here you go, I know you're an alcoholic.
Well, like that's been through the steps, or like going through recovery.
Yeah.
Well, if they were going through recovery, they wouldn't ask for one, and they probably wouldn't be in that situation.
I just feel like someone never fully recovers from anything.
No, they don't.
It's always a work in progress.
Well, here's the thing: like the statistics on it is quitting on your own is 10% success rate, and going through rehab is a 10% success rate. So no matter what you do,
right.
You have to want to quit. It's on you at the end of the day.
It's up to you. You guys hear that?
It's up to you.
It's up to you.
Call and get some help if you need it. No,
you
honestly.
have the problem, but you also have the solution, and it's deep inside of you.
Hey guys, so I brought this game. It's called.
I'm gonna cry.
Right tonight's.
Good.
Let's veer off.
I feel
of that path.
I feel like I helped someone. Oh, by the way, we don't do any of that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. If you do need it, honestly.
Yeah.
No.
All right. So let's talk about this. So
our transitions are awesome.
It's almost like we have
the maker of the game is called Ace Metaphor, and they have a bunch of different kinds of games. So it's one specific to,
is it a game?
Whatever, relationships, friendships, whatever it is. But it's just literally a box full of a fucking ton of questions, just to get conversations going.
Right.
So I played this with a friend, and I thought it'd be cool to try it. So. Yeah, there's a lot of really crazy scenarios in this thing.
They have a lot of games like that for relationships specifically, and that you play with couples and shit, and then they get sexual too sometimes.
That's this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This one's not sexual at all.
I'm scared.
Okay.
So this word right here to me looks like diabetes.
Diabetes.
I know it's debates,
right.
But like I'm upside down and.
Real quick, you're like, hey, relationship diabetes.
Y'all are so sweet. What?
No sweetness here.
Bad.
Yeah.
You know what? Thank you.
Why do you always yell at me about it?
Leave me alone, Nate.
No, but that's because we use the slider. Hey slider.
Guys. All right, so I'm going to go first. This is the first question.
All right, ready?
Ready. Stop it.
Ready.
Stop it. Get your hand away from those noises. Your significant other gives you a hall pass to have sex with another person under the condition that you let them watch. What happens next?
What the fuck? I would break up with that person.
What?
Yeah, that's a creepy thing to do. Someone wants to be a cuck. You've never heard that term?
No.
You've never heard the term cuck?
Oh, yes. I thought you said cook.
No.
I'm like, finish the term. I've never heard. Yeah. But why does that freak you out?
Nate, okay, number one, because I don't think I would ever ask for a hall pass.
It doesn't say that you ask for it. Your significant other tells you, hey, you can have a hall pass
like
to sleep with whoever you want, but I want to watch.
I feel like that's a trap. Okay. Yeah, it's still.
Let's assume that you guys are very fluid in your relationship and like stuff doesn't bother you.
What kind of fluid?
Like semen. Duh. No, really.
No.
She craves it.
Okay.
I'll take a shot.
Shot of
semen.
So I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with neither one of you would be down for that.
Would you?
Hall pass?
No.
Hall pass.
Explain it one more time.
So your girlfriend tells you, you know what, babe? You can have a hall pass to sleep with whoever you want. No repercussions. But I get to watch.
I get to watch.
I mean, okay.
What? See, that was so easy for him. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's obviously what she wants.
I just feel like that's a creepy situation to me, and I would be concerned about, like, it depends on the person too. Also,
That's a three-way. You know she's gonna get into it.
Oh, actually, you know what?
Think it would matter?
Right.
Do you think it would matter if the person told you that they had to choose who it was?
And this big burly man comes out. He's like a lumberjack.
And I get to watch.
Yeah, he's in the corner chopping wood.
That's a mean thing to do in that scenario. She like if you pissed her off the week before, like you would have to. That's a revenge type deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would. It depends. I think it depends on the person.
Is it more
I
like
think that's more specific?
Like you're insecure?
No, I feel like the other person just if they're a little crazy. If they're a little crazy,
like your dog will be boiling on the.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then like if I show that I like it too much, and then she's like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that can cause jealousy. So just to me, it's easier just to avoid all that stuff.
But she controls everything. Like she has all the contact information, all that stuff. You just pick somebody.
Yeah. Again, though.
But it could create her to turn lesbian, and
which I'm
okay with.
I mean,
I'll go with 2 girlfriends. Yeah. We all live together.
Yeah, like a Three's Company situation. Yeah. I would love that too.
Come and knock on my door. We're waiting for you. I don't know. Three's Company too.
Blah, blah, doo, blah, doo.
Yeah. That's how I get through every song. Shabba-dee bop.
Shabba-dabba. No, but they actually did that in one of the versions of the Shabba-dabba-doo. They do that.
I'm done.
I'm
pretty sure that they did not make a version.
Yes, they did. No, it was literally
Shabba-dabba-doo. It was with Mr. Roper.
I think it was. And he like turns towards, like he's at the door and he like opens it in.
That's how I walk in my house all the time.
Yeah.
Like, hi.
With this one? Yeah.
Yeah. Just like that.
Okay, so Nate says yes. Ernie says no.
No.
I say no.
Again, it depends on the person, though. I think it depends on the person.
I think there's too many things, too many
there's
variables.
A lot of variables.
Yeah. So in general, if you're just asking this question, I'm gonna go with no.
If the person and I were like this is my person, I'm not gonna. There's nobody else or whatever. Then maybe I would trust it enough. But aside from that, I wouldn't trust it.
No, the situation isn't like you just met her on Hot or Not.
Yeah, no, I get that, but there's a different. You could be dating someone that's not
old.
for
I
you.
just said Hot or Not.
So old.
You could be dating someone that you're not 100% into. You know that, Nate. I mean,
yeah.
So it depends on the person, right?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Shamanamana-doo. So when you said that you would not do it in any circumstances, then are you saying no? Just straight up no? Is there a circumstance where you would say yes?
Okay, that's a better question.
And for you, think of the opposite. Is there a circumstance where you would say no? Like
No.
what would have to be
said
the
no? Doesn't
that
matter.
was quick.
Right?
Life's too short. What did James Dean say? Life's too short to go around life with one arm tied behind your back.
That sounds fun.
To not be fucking. Life's too short not to fuck, you know?
It's true. We all have penises.
Yeah. Except for the women.
No, he was actually, I think, he was referencing like he was bisexual.
We all have penises?
I don't know. Maybe if
Well, he did. Well,
maybe if some drugs were involved.
Oh my God.
yeah, like we're doing coke.
Because I wouldn't overthink it. I already know me. I wouldn't overthink it.
Okay.
And if it was with a person that
Okay.
I would never see again.
This is interesting.
And I would never see again. I would have no contact with ever
So
again. I would
those
never
are the
have to look at
ground
their
rules.
face.
So you're at a
Those are the
bar.
ground rules.
You're at a bar. You're like, damn.
Heroin, total strangers.
Not that crazy.
Okay, we'll go 80s.
This is what you just
Cocaine.
said.
We'll
No.
go 80s.
Okay,
Look, no, she
thank
said
you.
a crank.
No, stop.
Crank.
Okay, no.
No,
we're not talking about anything like that. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I get
Okay.
it, but I just want to.
No, you're
I
not
just
painting
wanna
that picture.
paint-
No, you're not doing that. I said what I said. It's not heroin
The
or
back of a
anything like
Buick.
that. No
Yeah.
meth. Sorry.
The back of a Buick.
Just like a,
Or like in
Buick Skylark.
the other guys, that's the car that all the homos.
Yeah, the Prius.
Or the hobos. Hell
of the machine.
Oh man.
So
I never knew that about you, Maria.
Why is that something to know? This is like a random ass question. It's not like I have this in my, fucking
that you're a prude unless drugs and strangers are involved. You're a fucking prude.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
Cocaine all day.
that's me.
Have you ever had sex on cocaine? It's nice.
No.
It's fun. Sprinkle a little on your wiener.
I've had it while stoned. I've had it while drunk, and I've had it while on mushrooms. So
cocaine.
Which one was the best?
I wish I. No.
I've had
sober?
sex on peyote.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Because I want to try with ecstasy though. That's the thing that I want to try. Like, because I hear that just you're very. Everything touches you.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
I had that once and it didn't do that for me in terms of like I thought it was gonna.
Was it serotonin?
I thought it was gonna make me like some like, oh my god, everything's gonna touch and feel amazing. All I did was like literally
sucker in your mouth the whole time.
No, I danced nonstop for like 2 hours. I woke up the next day, I could barely.
You must have. You had a speedy one.
And
maybe.
And when
man, because the music sounded amazing, like everything was and that's what it was. There was no sexual part of it.
You probably took a Mitsubishi one. That's what.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the speedy ones. The smacky ones were like chill.
Interesting. I didn't know there were different kinds. Thank you, Nate.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Well, he knows everything about rave
Drogas and
sex
rave
drugs.
life. Yeah.
Sex, drugs, and raving.
But
I had
a fucking question.
We were talking about this. I did peak at 19. I feel like 20. I was done. Like I experienced everything in life.
It's like, oh man, 738 women.
Close.
Oh my
Add
God.
about 4
At that time? Oh, oh man, you were wrong then. You were wrong about your life peaking.
I was.
It only climaxed even more after that.
Well, it's all uphill from here. No, because you want to be on top.
Are we doing this again?
I'm just kidding.
We're not doing this again, Nate.
What are we doing? Okay.
Nope.
What are we doing?
You crack me up, man.
You're next.
You fucking crack me up so much all the time.
Same here, man. I love you. I love you.
Oh,
It was a pleasure meeting
hey
you.
man, for real though, like if you
Can
ever
you guys get off each other's dicks?
if you ever want to have
The
sex
last
with
episode,
someone else and I can watch,
No,
Okay.
no.
I'll call you.
The last episode, you're like, you know what, guys, Ernie, I really love you, and
I
then
never say
Maria was
Ernie.
out in the fucking shadows all by herself, and now you guys are doing it again. Get off
Nope.
each other's dicks.
hey,
I'm
Nate,
here.
We're just doing
You guys don't care about
low
me.
subtle hints to
do you guys hear
You
that?
guys don't care.
Yeah, it's like, do you hear the canary talking? me.
It sounds like someone's opening a squeaky door.
Yeah, it's like, God, can you oil that?
That's what I asked her too.
Can you oil that?
You're disgusting.
I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm just talking about
That's my pickup
'cause it was
line.
like
Yep, there it
okay.
is. She
No,
got
but,
she's
okay,
got
so-
a wooden hip.
let's do It needs to be stained.
We have to prime it first.
I hate you. That was perfect.
Who has a wooden hip anymore? That was like the first hip replacement. Made of wood. Technology has advanced.
Maria's crying. It happened. We made it happen.
If that noise ever happened and a girl spread her legs, I'd be like, you need to go to a doctor. Like, this is just going to hurt you.
I would be afraid too.
my God.
Like, break it. It's like
sensitive
balsa wood.
areas.
It's like
Who the fuck is
Oh
next?
my God, you can break. It splinters on the inside. All right.
All
okay.
right. So, anyways, back to this game.
Back to this game. Is it on me? Okay. No. I'll read one. You find out the person you're dating is legally separated, and is in the process of a divorce.
That's fine.
Divorce. First of all, that's an asshole premise, but okay. Is it okay to continue to date this person? Why or why not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like all of these questions
will be yes.
For Nate will be yes.
Right.
Open book
someone
over
wants to explore your butthole cavity with a flashlight.
Fine with me, as long as it's not a mag light.
No, it's got to be a mag. It's got to be one of those like
the 4 double D.
Yes.
Fucking.
Oh my god! Yeah. The one that you can use as a club.
Pretty much.
That motherfucker will kill somebody, dude.
If you hit him over the head. But up your ass, no.
All right, but that's not really a question in
this
game.
I think the only thing that would matter is if they were living together still.
Okay.
That would be a little weird.
Really?
Yeah.
I've gone through that. I've gone through that, and we continued to date, and then eventually we broke up. So I just feel like
because of that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because they're living together.
There's more drama. The relationship's not over yet.
Right.
I don't care. Yes.
Well,
as long as I'm getting that pussy.
So
joke's on him.
That's what it is. Well,
used goods goes back.
But you have to use a bag. The thing is that from a guy's perspective, that also might be an advantageous thing because it can't get too serious.
True.
You know what I mean? So like
that could be like your boat to the next relationship.
Right, exactly. Like I'm gonna fuck the shit out of this boat because that's what you do.
A lot of holes in it, and then it sinks.
And then you're gonna fuck the shit out of the boat until you have to get onto the next boat, which is, that makes sense too.
You're just plugging holes at that point.
As long as you don't become emotionally attached, I think in that scenario, it's a win-win. You know what I mean? They can't just fucking pop up on you. You can actually be fucking other people too if you wanted to. Yeah. And then if they say like, hey, why are you fucking other people? You could be like, you're fucking married. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Like, so,
okay.
Actually, this...
He's rereading it. This is amazing. I might use this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Morale.
Legally separated and in the process of divorce.
See, I'm never emotionally attached.
So now Ernie's just going to hang out at the courthouse.
Yeah.
Did you just get separated?
Ooh wee.
Just have a sign that says recently separated. Talk to me.
Yes. Oh, like that guy at the park.
Yeah.
Change my mind guy.
Yeah. Well, not like that. That's
what I want to do. With a big smile on my face, coffee in my hand. Change my mind about not sucking my dick. Wait, what?
What? Wait, we're having house on fire sex? Like.
So yeah, I think
that's
I would.
What that is. I think the sex life in that relationship would be way better because she'd want to do things that she couldn't do.
Oh, that like she doesn't get at home.
I'm free.
Yeah.
So
like bite me. Oh, but the thing is, you couldn't leave any marks. You'd have to be very careful not to leave any marks.
Why? I think that's assuming that the people are still actively together. They're legally separated.
But I also think this too. If you're smart,
well, if you're legally separated,
I just said that that was my thing. Where I said that would be the only thing that would keep you from doing that is if they were living together. That doesn't say that they're living together. That just says that they're legally separated. So if you're dating someone that's legally separated, you should be able to do whatever you want.
Can you be legally separated from someone but still live at the same address?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just curious.
It's called a roommate.
Right. So would you get into that relationship type deal?
Like you're coming over? Like
I wouldn't get
right, into that. and then he's like, "Hey, man,
and then
this actually relates to the first question.
You become best friends.
This relates to the first question. Only she's the person doing it. Right?
Like in the breakup when he becomes friends with that one guy, and they go on the date, and he's like, "Man, he's so cool."
I honestly think that there's a bigger chance of, like, let's just say these are the dynamics. It's the guy is dating. Mm-hmm. Lives with his whatever. And
you're one of the people he's dating.
And I'm someone he's dating. If I come over and she may be cool as hell and be like, "Oh, nice to meet you," blah, blah, blah. I would feel like she would probably get jealous and she lives with him and might want to be like.
I would play
games.
I'd play
you know what
Vince
I mean?
Vaughn.
Like.
Yeah.
I could just
I feel
see
like that's a lot of baggage.
and that's what I'm saying. Like I
feel like that's
she'd be like,
baggage.
holy shit, maybe I'm not ready to let him go. Like I don't want to see him happy with someone else.
You know,
like,
that's pretty shitty too, because that's like, oh,
and you don't really want
it.
Yeah, your relationship isn't working out, and it's probably not going to. But now you're gonna fucking try to sabotage something just because it makes you uncomfortable that he might be happy.
What I found out, like after you separate or break up, it's people start liking their relationship
more.
Yeah, because you guys are
romanticize it.
Yeah, but at a different period. Like it never syncs up again. It's like, because I've had that. My ex was like, came back and we're cool. I wasn't there. I was like, I thought we were done. You know, like I've moved on, but then she moved on and I came back because she was coming around and it was just like kind of missed itself.
Yeah, I don't think, and there's a reason why you broke up, you know, originally. So,
but it was over stupid shit, and then it was a fight.
Right.
That's exactly
Ernie,
what it was.
You're on dating apps, right?
Yeah.
What would you do if you were on a dating app and
I popped up on your side?
Your ex popped up.
Oh, I've had that.
I'd swipe up.
I just
I've had that.
saw my ex on a dating.
Oh,
app.
really?
Yeah, and it was super.
I'd
weird.
swipe up, so that way they know that I saw them.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like swipe
right. Up is like emphasize swipe right. Yeah, super like. Yeah.
What?
So yeah, you can, if you swipe up, then the other person knows that you like. You're
there.
like, oh, I got the Jones for you.
I've actually recycled.
I like
Why
that.
would you do that?
Some people fit my
Description?
like style. Like I was like, oh, I really like their style.
No.
Oh, why would I do that with my ex?
Yes.
So that way they know that I saw them on there.
mental game.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Also, if you super swipe, it doesn't matter if they like you or not. They still see it.
Yeah.
You know what I do too?
I'm so new to this stuff.
Here's another mental game you
works.
can play with a significant other. Turn on your read messages, like you've seen it, and then like start typing and then stop, and then just don't respond. Mentally, it just destroys them.
Oh yeah,
Why? I've never seen this toxic side of you.
And you like putting
I don't understand right
mental,
now. I'm really.
It would mess with you.
I'm shooketh right now.
Yeah.
Especially if you you're like trying to rebuild the relationship.
Who is this person?
I love that. I love doing that to people, like where you
But
like start
Nate
typing.
is not like
like-
that. Nate is like Nate doesn't give a shit about anything. Not in a bad way.
No,
like,
I mean,
you're very like.
go with the flow.
I think people who I think our personality types is that we know what manipulate or like not manipulates is a powerfully negative
wrong
word.
Just to
It's
just
not. We're not.
Well, in this instance, it's negative. So
it's not negative. It's just every time
you're playing mind games with someone. That's negative.
How
Why
many,
even
how many
address
mind
it?
games?
Just
That's the
ignore
only
them.
mind game I
Just
get.
ignore them.
That's the only mind game I get. You guys play mind games all the time.
Stop it. We're not going to make this about a man and a female thing.
We are.
No, because women and men do things. Listen, the older I get, the more I learn that your experience is not the experience for every man, and my experience is not the same for every woman. So to be so generalized in saying,
but you
we
guys
do
generalize
things
everything.
more, you guys do things more, everybody's fucked up.
Women
So-
cheat more.
Everyone is
You're-
fucked up. I'm gonna punch you in the face, Ernie.
So when you're
It's
But we're not. No,
statistically.
we're not. Okay, fine.
Statistically.
Whatever.
when you are in your
We're just,
PMS area, okay, you guys think irrationally.
I feel like
Nate.
Maria's gonna take the headphones
Nate.
off and leave or stab you. One of the
Mate,
two.
pick your fucking card and let's go.
I have been. I've
Wait,
been
no,
waiting.
Let's go.
no. I
No.
want to hear the rest of this.
No.
How do you mean that they're illogical?
So
Listen, you guys do shit all the time.
I was
That's
raised by
illogical.
women. I was raised by women.
I think all people.
And that's what I'm saying. Everybody does things fucked up.
But-
when men say anything that has to do with periods, I literally stop listening. You guys do not have any fucking standing to say anything
Why?
about how a woman feels when they're having their period. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what we experience.
feel
You don't
bad
know
for
how
you
we
guys.
feel.
I
So for
feel
you to
bad.
have an opinion and say you guys are illogical or you guys act irrational or you guys act, I don't give a fuck.
So you're telling me that you're not enraged during those PMS times? Like
Some
everything
women are,
gets to
some
you.
women aren't, and that explains to
I
you.
had
That
to
should
leave
show
the
you why.
house because my
it's
mom was like,
chemically-
"Feel my fury."
okay.
You can't. You listen.
Right.
Some women
We're
are
not-
better
I'm
at
not
controlling
arguing
it
with you.
or whatever, and some women aren't.
Okay.
There are women that literally, like, if they were tested, their shit would be through the fucking roof, and they have no control over that.
Right.
So now I gotta pump my body full of fucking chemicals or whatever to make other
Midol.
people comfortable. Like,
Midol.
No one's saying to do that.
no, and
Pampers?
Real quick,
No.
real quick. Can I just address something really quick? You're pretty passionate about this, right?
I just don't like it when people
We have
speak
a man
on things
cycle.
that don't that's like me telling you,
Okay.
you guys, when you
We're
get
not-
kicked in the nuts,
It
it
hurts.
doesn't really hurt.
We're not.
It doesn't really hurt.
We didn't say that. What we said is,
Hormones.
or what Nate said was that women get emotional.
You
no,
do.
he didn't say we get emotional. We get to be emotional. We are illogical. What?
No.
You guys
That was
fight
the-
with your
that was-
emotions.
What-
That was the beginning of his talk track about.
What I'm saying
Quit
is
yelling at me.
scientifically,
I'm
right?
looking at Ernie right now.
Scientifically,
I was
right?
just saying.
Women do have like a spike in hormonal activity, and blah blah blah.
It's a little bit more sensitive.
So
Correct.
what that means is no one's number one. No one's saying it's a bad thing or a good thing. It doesn't matter. What we're saying is that like you can measure that.
Do you understand where my irritability comes from with that? Because
PMS.
you guys are like ignoring the fact that
Both of
all
us.
we hear, women, all we hear is she must be on her period.
That's pretty shitty. Yeah. No, I
Oh,
agree
no,
with
yeah,
you.
exactly.
That's where I'm coming from.
Right. And-
so you may have you may be coming
Yeah.
from a different place, but at the end of the day, it's just kind of like you guys don't experience it, so you guys shouldn't speak on it.
So I don't say they're on their period. I just notice like they'll have a little blemish,
I'm done with you.
and then I know that they're starting their period because they usually break out.
I never break out.
Never anywhere on your body.
When have you in this year? When
I
have
don't
you
know,
seen
you
me
wear
with pimples
makeup.
on my face?
You never
it
come in
won't
with like
hide your
one.
pimples.
You never know. It's dimly lit in here.
I'm done with you.
Some people have great skin.
Yeah. Sorry. Not everybody's perfect like
You're
you.
disgusting.
Right. No, that's true though. When Maria talks about herself, she's always like, "Well,
My
that
skin's
doesn't
great."
happen to me.
Yeah.
I'm perfect.
Hey,
I'm perfect."
oh, I hate both of you. I hate both
By
of
the
you
way,
so
guys,
much. I hate
Not
both
one
of you so
blemish
much.
since I've been on this podcast. Not one.
You mean it like that? You see why you guys are fucking dicks.
Not a
I swear to
single
God.
blemish.
That's not what I was saying. My point was you cannot say
Look,
that all women
I'm-
have pimples when
I'm
they're about to
past
get
40,
their period.
but people tell me I'm 25.
Yeah, I get that.
when do I say that?
All the time.
35.
Lies.
I am 35.
I'm totally kidding. We're being facetious here, right?
Yeah.
We're
just
getting a
joking
rise
around.
out of you.
Yeah, I know, because you like that.
I love it. But what I will
hate
say,
you.
I do. I'm
hate
not
you.
joking.
I know.
I fucking love it.
I know.
It's just friendly talk. I mean, I was raised by women. And there was a time where like my stepdad and I
You
would
were raised
leave.
by women.
Yeah, and
You have a lot of women friends.
yeah, because I get along with women. I have like 5 guy friends.
But what
It's
I,
your turn.
but all I'm saying is that we're just addressing like actual measurable things, and we're not
Yeah.
casting judgment on it, or
We're
at
just
least
saying the
I am not.
general
right?
consensus. Some people.
Well,
don't
you're
fit in
telling
the
me you're
general.
mansplaining what goes on. I
No.
know women.
Why is
we
it
get our
called
periods.
mansplaining?
Because you're trying
No,
to
it's
tell
called
me
it-
and explain to me
it's
that
called
there's
explaining.
scientifically there's a raise in women's hormone. You don't
No,
think
no.
we know that?
No.
No.
What is,
I don't
what is
think
your
Your
point?
reaction shows that you don't know that,
No,
and that's you
not
specifically.
True, Ernie.
I don't think
that's
you guys
not,
specifically.
That's not true. My reaction I just explained to you is being your whole life told, "Oh, she must be on her period," because we show any type of emotion. That's bullshit.
That's pretty shitty. Just
So
like
by you
another
saying
thing,
that you
another
guys do
thing
things
that's-
illogically or
Wait.
irrationally, you don't know if someone is doing something illogically or irrationally because they're on or off their period. They just may be an irrational person.
Well, we
Right.
take our
to
emotions
put
out
those
of
two
things.
things
Right.
and say
And-
this is what it is
Well,
ridiculous
but-
to me.
Haven't you read Men
no.
Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus?
But
What's your card?
But I saw, or in that, what all I'm saying is that
We love women, and we have to deal
we're
with
not
it.
making judgment. We're not making judgments.
Punch you. I swear to God.
Just
I hate you so much. Nyate.
Nyate. It's all right. We deal with you guys, and the
And they
world's
deal
still
with
going.
us.
Yeah, it's vice
Right?
versa.
And it's just
Which
that's
is
not-
what I started this off saying.
Yeah, I'm
Listen,
just saying. Just
listen.
some-
Women cannot make
A
their
week in a
soul
month.
experience all women's experience and vice
you
versa.
can't speak for all women, just like
Yeah.
we can't speak for all men, right?
Yes, I agree.
But we both end up doing that
Not me.
because it's natural in conversation.
What,
we
periods?
have and you have.
I've never been.
Oh,
Periods
Jesus
are
Christ.
natural in conversation.
Serious.
What's your
about
card?
God damn.
I'm just being a dick. All right.
There we go.
All right. Here we go. Here we go.
A person offers you $1 million to have sex with your significant other. Before you can answer, your significant other says deal. What happens next?
Okay, first of all, can I just shout out the makers of these cards? That's a fucking number one. That's a fucking great question, and it was written
As a
really
movie.
well.
Yeah, it was
really
because
well.
it threw me off the
Yeah.
loop.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
So-
you're like, oh, indecent proposal.
Right,
blah, blah,
I was
blah,
ready to be
yeah.
like, no, they said it before. Okay,
I'd be
Deal.
like, okay, okay, I get half.
exactly. Ernie's face exactly what I would do. The fuck?
Yeah,
you-
absolutely.
You would look at your partner and be like,
But it's $1 million.
Can we
Cool.
fucking talk about it?
"Yeah, it's not your
Yeah.
dick or pussy that's being fucked here." So, like, can we
In
just?
all fairness, if that question didn't end that way, I was ready to say
For sure.
hell yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Which is the equivalent of what they did.
Yeah.
So
Right.
how we're not any better, I guess.
Right.
So
I guess.
this is after the fact that you made the decision without us.
Right.
Hopefully she wasn't PMSing.
I think
I'm gonna punch you,
I'm
Nate.
just
so.
kidding.
Then she'd have to decline it.
No,
Be like, can
Red
you
Winging
come
it.
back next
no,
week?
fuck that. Red
Yeah,
Winging
stop
it.
it.
I'm
That's what
ready.
you guys-
Oh God.
You get those rubber sheet or plastic
Okay.
sheets.
Rubber sheets.
Stop it. Okay,
Rubber
look at,
sheets
listen.
too. You could bounce on them.
1975 over
What
here.
what would you do? Well, let's say your partner says deal. Would you
Yes.
then say, "Hey, can we talk about this?" And then if they say sure,
Well,
what would your conversation entail? Would you try to like
Split it.
right? Like what would you do? Like is that all for you? Are we going to party now or would you be afraid that your
This
partner's
is
going to take the
how-
$1 million and bounce?
This is how I would do it.
I don't
I'd
need
be
you.
like, look, I'm your pimp. I get
20%,
20%. Yeah.
20%.
And-
Would you
and
guys
better have
ask
my money.
for some of it?
I mean, we're
You're
a
partners.
unit. We're a unit. It's going to financially
At that
help
point, you're
both of us.
partners.
Yeah.
At that point, you're partners.
How would that conversation sound?
So
I say, right? Somebody asks, we're in a casino, just gambling.
and it
Somebody
depends-
comes up and asks
Okay.
us, and I say, deal. What are you going to say to me?
Yes.
Well, okay, no, but yes, okay.
Just yes.
Well, so that
Deal.
so
Yeah.
so that's the question, right? Or I think it stands on where your thoughts on it too. If you were going to say yes, then it's like, okay, cool, we're on the same boat.
So
right?
this would be like your boyfriend, husband, all that
That's
Right.
the question. How far into the relationship are you, and like, what are your plans for the future?
Okay,
Are,
we'll just
Yeah,
say
you could buy a house.
you were
if you're
3
out of
years.
debt.
if
you
you
were in
just met, then that other person doesn't get any of that money. Is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? But like,
Okay.
if you're in a partnership,
3 years together.
Yeah.
are
You
you
live
married?
together. You know, 3 years together, you live together.
Plans of marriage?
I would still say
I would
yes.
imagine, yeah,
It,
right?
it could have been 1 week of the relationship. It's $1 million fucking dollars.
No, but I agree with him. If it was a week, I'd be like, you're not getting a penny.
This is my,
It's my pussy.
and I can kick you to the. It depends on what your future plans are.
No,
Again,
I would.
it's like,
I would honestly.
I would keep it all if it was somebody that was brand new
Oh, I
into
see what
my
you're
life.
saying. Like if it's brand new,
Right.
No, I'd give him like a finder's fee.
Or I'd be like,
But they
like,
didn't do anything. They were just standing
how
right
much
next
do you
to me.
owe on your
That's it.
car? Like,
Yeah, I'd be
17
like,
grand. Here
what-
you go.
what's-
Bye.
Yeah. What,
Right.
Here's a
what-
parting gift.
Credit card debt done.
Right.
You know, like
I
student
would do
loans
that.
done.
And then I would see if I can get referrals from the person who originally
done.
offered me.
Yeah, be like, was it
I'd be
good?
like,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey,
Do you have any other friends?
Yeah, exactly. I'm ready. Let's go.
So what if the person, and what if it was a woman
Open
to you
book
guys?
over here.
I
To
need-
you guys,
I
what if
need
it
a
was a
list
woman
of-
making the $1 million offer?
Yeah,
be fine.
that's
But
the only way it
push
would
it,
be.
But she weighs 600
and what my
pounds.
point was is if you were with someone and they were asking about the girl, would you want money?
Oh, but I'm the one who said deal.
Right. So my question is, what if that person that was offering the money was like, but you have to do whatever the fuck I say?
I'd be like, okay.
Anything?
Yeah. Define anything though.
What if they want you to eat their poop?
That's more safety.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No,
that is.
like
That's like
if
E.
they're
coli,
like,
I
oh,
die.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
or-
not eating poop.
right.
I would eat. I mean.
Yeah, as long as I don't get hurt.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't.
As long
my
as
health.
long, or if there's a safety
But that's
word
a
that I can
fetish,
tap out.
is what I'm saying. Some people
Scat
have like
play?
really crazy
I don't like-
fetishes.
that's gross. Then I would actually walk away from that.
Interesting.
Eating the poop or just playing with poop?
It depends what they ate yesterday.
I don't even want to. Yeah, I don't even know why
No,
I
no,
took
no.
it there. That's
My
disgusting.
no, you took it there because you're
I
just
know.
like
no,
us.
stop
Yes,
it.
you are.
Maybe it's because I've been around you guys too.
Do they
much.
have a heavy corn diet? Like,
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
Is it just
Can
me?
you pick the
Nate,
corn out of it?
This is the question that
Just a
I have
corn
to ask
cob?
Nate because
Okay, yeah.
is it just me or do you feel weird whenever you say like, "Oh, I've been rubbing off on you" to a girl? Like,
I think if you change it, two would be weird.
Right.
I'm rubbing off to you.
right, exactly. But if I said that to because I was about to say that to Maria, "Oh, we've both been rubbing off on you." But I'm like, that's kind of gross. Like you could look at it that way.
Excuse me, guys. I have to go to the bathroom.
And we talked about bukkake earlier, and so
And she was down.
Are
She
you done?
said,
Are you done?
okay, that's a little sidebar.
So
I would say if the other person said deal, then to me that implies that we're in it together. You know what I'm
We're
saying?
in it to win it.
Exactly. We are. It's
down
us
to
against the
clown.
world, and they feel comfortable enough to answer for me. So I would in that scenario, someone like that probably knows that I would want to do it, and I'd be good for it.
I'd be good for it.
That being said, if it was someone who's brand new and that's a deal, that would be a deal breaker between us and them, and then I would keep the money for myself. I'm being honest.
I'd be. See, I'm a nice guy. Like I would be like, how much you need? How much would actually
No, man.
be okay for you?
In this world,
50K out of $1 million.
you have to look out for number
Two.
one.
Number two.
No, just numero uno, right? In this world, it's all about yourself first.
Yeah.
You first, then, and I'm not saying just tell everybody else to fuck off, but if you don't take care of yourself, no one else is going to do it for you. Not in this world. Oh.
I mean, I get a spa day here and there.
What?
Like I take care of myself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You got a foot massage?
Yep.
Do you,
And I purposely grow out my toenails
so
to go to get a pedicure.
if you're in a relationship and your other person was like, hey, I'm going to give you a book of coupons.
Like sex coupons?
Sex
coupons?
Just different shit, like things that he he or she
1 hour
knows that you
hug,
like,
yeah.
or exactly.
Is this a just because gift?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just like here you go,
Hey,
book of coupons.
I appreciate you.
Like
Okay.
if you ever want to
Yeah.
turn any of these in, do you think that's like a cool thing? Like,
If they make them themselves, yeah,
no,
I think it's a cool.
I
it's like-
make them and I give them to them.
That's what I'm saying. If the person made it themselves and then gave it to someone, it wasn't something they bought on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that would be a really cool gift. Or yeah,
I was thinking about what I would put on those coupons.
yeah, and that's why I'm saying it would mean more if it was, personal because
Go down
could,
on you for 1 hour.
You could make it specific to what you know they enjoy.
cook you dinner.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
And that dinner would be specific to their favorite meal.
No, to my
right?
needs.
You know what?
To my meal.
I'll let you eat
Sounds
the thing
accurate.
that I love
Yeah,
to eat.
exactly. I'm
It's
allowing
so
you to
good.
enjoy this with me.
It's so good.
How's that beer, by the way?
I haven't touched it yet.
Take a sip.
This is from New Holland Brewery.
Tangerine Space
Michigan.
Machine.
Michigan.
Good.
Yeah, it's good. It's citrusy.
That's what she said.
Oh, tangerine.
That's what I just said. Tangerine.
Yeah, it's good.
I thought you needed some
So
vitamin C.
It's actually very easy. It's easy going down.
Yeah.
It doesn't have like a, but I will say that like my taste buds are probably like ready to handle all like the highest level of IBU. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So it tastes like Budweiser.
I'm just saying it could be a little bit more
Hoppier.
like a Blue Moon
Oh, okay.
ish.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a good one for you. Because I last went and then we'll go
Orangey.
back around. We'll keep doing it like this.
Oh, okay.
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 All right. Here we go.
You're giving your significant other oral sex and go to kiss them during the middle of it. They turn away and tell you to wash your mouth first. How do you feel about that?
I'm like, that's your fucking shit,
Yeah.
bro.
That's
like,
never happened to me.
I mean,
And if it happened,
I'd tell them, no,
Yeah,
we're done.
right.
I
so-
wouldn't be personally offended. I would literally have that reaction like, "Are you fucking dirty?" Like it's
Yeah,
it's a-
you.
I-
When
my
was the last
mouth
time
was
you
just-
right?
My mouth was just on that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that are hyper masculine though.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. And they're
And-
like,
I'm gonna be gay
"No,
now."
that's like I was kissing my penis.
My dick atoms are on in your mouth.
Right.
But it's your
like-
dick. I would love to kiss my dick. It's been 41 years and I can never reach.
Yeah, I
God.
agree with you. I would fillet myself if
Yeah,
I could.
I would.
Oh,
Like, oh yeah, I'd be
Jesus.
like, well, be in the shower. Why is Ernesto in the shower so long? He can reach. Just say that.
What's this
Everybody in
special
the room.
harness? What the fuck? This is how I bend myself.
Yeah, upside down.
I
It's like,
yeah. So in that scenario, yeah, I just how nasty is your shit?
yeah, you
that
have to
you
have
don't
like
want to kiss it
smegma.
back.
You have to have smegma.
I'd just be like, I'm never doing this again then.
Yeah,
Because if
exactly.
it makes you that uncomfortable, it should
Yeah.
make me more
Well,
uncomfortable.
I love kissing you, so I think I'm just gonna stop sucking your dick.
But if you cleaned your
you know,
dick,
on that scenario, just give me a big kiss
Yeah.
right now. Like,
but if your
that
dick's
would change
clean,
my
what does it
mind.
matter? Like,
exactly.
it's my
even
dick.
if it's like
my butt cheek. If they were in the inner
it's-
crack of
if
my
you
ass,
were,
I'd
if you
still
were
kiss it.
plowing and then they went down on like
How
in
do you
that
guys feel about
scenario,
that?
I'm okay.
I'm
with
okay
Is
with
it
it.
is that like super hot for you?
it. No.
It doesn't make it more hot or less hot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it makes
to
it
me,
neutral hot.
It's
Neutral.
yeah, neutral hot.
Got
Neutral.
it.
It's hotter when it's no. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
There is no.
It's
I don't
hotter
think I
if
feel.
they cup the balls and lick all everything off the nuts.
Is it my turn?
Like, clean up your mess. Clean up your mess on my wiener.
Yeah. No.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm-
You're not kidding.
I don't.
No,
think,
but-
You
I
were-
don't think
you
there's
were
a-
not kidding.
I don't think there's a hotter in that scenario because
Yeah.
you're
No, I
already
was just
fucking.
asking.
You know.
Yeah, I was just asking.
I feel if you're having sex, like it's okay. Like fluids
At
are
that point,
okay.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like who gives a shit?
Yeah, like
Unless it's like diarrhea. That's a different.
that's a
fluid.
different
All
fluid.
right, here
yeah,
we
that's
go.
a different fluid.
All of a sudden you're going down. She's like, "Oh, my stomach hurts." And she's like,
That's not meant to be fluid. So
So is it his turn now? Because I'm fucking done.
no,
We've gone too far. No, we've gone too far.
Let's get back to scat play.
That was a good one.
All right.
Yeah, you're not even ready.
"Let's get into
Did you?
scat play."
Did you? Yeah, that's what I. That's
The
what
name
I
of
was
this
gonna say.
episode, scat play.
Let's get into scat play. We don't name our episodes. We just put a number.
Yeah.
We should.
Yeah, we
No,
could-
I
we
like
could-
it.
we could put a
number, and
number
then
and
you put the
name it.
description. I like it.
Actually, let's name it and put a number afterwards.
Oh, this next one bothers me.
He's like,
Yes.
can't pick a different card.
It
about
says
women's period.
Okay, so I'm just gonna read it verbatim here. Your boo has been active on social media all day, but has yet to respond to any of your texts. Is this an issue?
Yes.
Explain.
Nope.
It is an issue.
I don't give a shit.
If you ask them a question and they didn't answer you, but you see them liking and posting shit, that's an issue for me. Like, why are you not respecting?
So here's
It's
my
gonna take
issue.
you. It's gonna take you less than a minute to respond
We
to me,
talk
and then you
more-
carry on with your social media activity.
We talk more with text. I would just call them because they're on their phone, and then it would stop the screen. And if they send me to voicemail, now we have a different issue. Call somebody. Call. You have unlimited minutes.
No.
I sent you a text message to ask you a question because I'm respecting your time, right? You're at work.
Call me.
I don't want to bother you.
I don't
No,
give a
it's
shit.
something. Hey,
I'll call
it's
you back.
hey, I need to. Blah, 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 I need to know this.
That's why it bothers
And
me
then
when
I
people don't
open
text
it
back.
and I see it, and then I look at your social media, and you're like, I just text you something
Blowing it
important.
up.
I just need you to respond.
Right. That's
call them.
That's disrespectful.
That's what a phone's for, and you have voicemail.
Yeah.
Weird. It's quick. It's 30 seconds for the question.
But
and
if
the
they can't
answer.
answer, some people can't answer.
Yeah, but some people. Well, if they can't answer at that time, that means that they're busy and they're.
No.
And
Some
they'll-
people can't talk, but they can text because they're on fucking social media, clicking and liking and
Yeah.
fucking. What
But
you
you-
should do with our social media is click and like.
As
and
you're yelling at
subscribe.
everybody.
Right?
No.
Ooh.
But what I'm saying is that they're obviously not too busy to text response, but they might be too busy
What
to
if
talk.
they're an influencer?
They might be too busy to talk.
Well, here's the thing. if they're on social media all day,
Yeah.
like I said, when you call, it's going to take that off the screen.
Okay.
And
So
then
you're gonna force
they'll
them to
answer.
talk to you.
Exactly.
But what if they don't?
Yeah. What if they send you to
'Cause-
voicemail?
Then it's a different issue. Then what the fuck?
I think
Okay.
in that scenario, it's easy to be
I call everyone.
it's easy to be insecure. If in fact I feel like your brain goes to that default, right? Like, oh shit, what's going on? Are they mad at me? I just recently
You can read a text message out of context too, and you're like, oh, you're not mad at all.
Well, I hate doing that too, like bringing in my own tone, like that I'm projecting in that scenario, right? Like, and
Exactly.
it makes it easier to do because there's absolutely no tone in there.
Yeah, and then they read it, they're like, what the fuck?
Right. Well, that's why I always add like emojis because I feel like emojis will convey emotion as well.
That stands for emotion,
Emoji.
right? Yeah. So
You're an asshole.
if you called,
I fucking hate you,
if you
Nate.
called, they would hear the emotion in your voice. It's weird.
Oh my god.
Just how people are listening to our
Stop
emotion.
being you're acting like a boomer right now, bro.
am.
I was gonna say the
Boomer,
same
bro.
thing. Old ass.
Fucking good old nothing replaces a good old fashioned conversation. Yeah, well, I'd rather be in person if that's the case.
All right.
But we're not talking about what's
What
better.
if-
We're
okay.
talking about this specific
What
scenario.
if-
So stop.
What if teleport technology was there and you popped up and they're like on the couch on their social media, like, hello, I just called you.
I'm gonna edit that out.
Is that a boomer? Is that a boomer?
It is a boomer. No,
Can-
no.
What's a boomer? Like a baby boomer?
Yes,
Or a firework?
you're acting old.
Yes. Ooh. Back in my day.
Back in my day.
We had to talk to the operator.
Oh.
You're the person that refuses to use self-service options.
Correct.
Yeah, because you prefer face-to-face.
No, I prefer full service, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Happy ending.
Pump that gas.
Let's go.
Wash my windshield.
I went to a state that had full-service gas
fucking
stations.
awesome, isn't
It's
it?
weird.
Yeah, because you just sit in your car and you're like,
I think Oregon has full-service stations, and because you have to be a professional to pump the gas. You know what I mean? Like,
no, we're not.
that's fucking.
Go to school
You
for
can
it.
die.
Especially if you're using your cell phone.
Right. Exactly.
Especially if you're smoking a cigarette and pumping
Especially.
gas. You know, I think I told you this. You
I
put a
would-
cigarette out.
Okay, but the point that I was making is that it's easy to get into like that, oh shit, what's going on? Why are they not responding?
Yeah.
And all that other stuff. And it's harder to be just confident and be like, well, they're probably busy. And
That's what I always think in my head. Like, hey, they're busy.
it's your brain likes to go to that place. It's like its favorite fucking place. I'll give you an example. I was texting someone, no response. I called them, went straight to voicemail. This happened for like 3 days. I thought I was blocked on this person. It turned out that their cell phone like went out of the area and
Like
then didn't
service,
reconnect.
yeah.
And it was just it was an issue. And so I sent them smoke signals. I was like, "What the fuck?" No, it was an email.
Carrier pigeon.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh shit, I had no idea."
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a slight against me. It was
Technology isn't perfect all the time, too.
right,
you know?
right. Or even and again, it's just easy to go there, right? When you see that text message and you read it a certain way, and you carry your own day into the way that you're receiving messages and
Go
stuff
negative. I don't know why everybody goes negative. Like, oh, she's cheating on me, or it's like,
like that. What the fuck
Really?
is this supposed to mean?
Yeah.
Have a good morning. Does that mean you're not
Yeah.
going to talk to me for the rest of the
yeah.
morning?
Wait a minute.
People are weird like that
Yeah.
in terms of how much they read.
I've been there.
The hardest thing to do is to
Not
be
me
as
personally.
charitable as fucking possible with what everybody means, because at the end of the day, you're not the center of their world. They have shit going on, and so you have to like step back and take that into account.
People have lives.
Yeah, and they're going all the fucking time.
Yeah.
There's and I don't know if I've said this on the podcast, but there's
Never.
experiences in my times in my life where I felt like I made a huge fool of myself, like in public, and I was like, I'm mortified. When I think about that memory, it fucking makes me like, oh shit, man, I was such an idiot. And then I'll be talking to someone who presumably would have remembered that. Remember that time I fucking
Oh yeah.
such an idiot thing.
And they're like, what? When did that happen?
Like, no. It was like the biggest moment, and I'm still obsessing about it, and it's been 10 years. And this person,
Let
you
it
just
go.
reminded
Yeah.
him. You just
Yeah.
reminded them because.
But I do remember the time that you fell asleep on the bar.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is that?
Who hasn't done that?
But I only remember it because it was so funny.
Oh really?
I didn't remember it in a negative way.
I was
like,
going.
This fucking guy.
I was going through a breakup at
Yeah,
the
I
time,
know.
and
I remember that.
Nate, this was me literally at the bar, which we're at now.
That's the worst.
And then he just laid on it.
The slow.
I did not lay on
You
the bar.
did lay on it, not your whole body, but you
Oh,
literally
yeah,
were
yeah.
laying
The
on it.
slow
sleeping.
progression.
And they were
Yeah.
like, the
This
people
is
with
the
the employees were like, you guys
You
can't, he
gotta
can't be in
go.
here.
Yeah.
You know, so then we took him outside and then we almost got into a fight. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're a good friend because, shit, my best friends and I, like, it's been vice versa too. They're too drunk. You're like, you can't drive. You can't, and they want to fight you. It's
Right.
like, and we've been there, and it's
Right.
like, but everybody's had their moment.
No, the person that we got into, it was a stranger, right?
It was a stranger.
It was they were walking in,
Oh.
we were walking out. They were an asshole, and I remember being like, "You're a fucking asshole." And I was
We were
drunk.
like,
Yeah.
Ernie, shut the fuck up
Well,
and let's get your ass
but we
home.
were with people.
Yeah.
We were deep.
Yeah.
And so like if anything happened, like it would have
Yeah.
been a massacre.
but what's funny is the next day is the apology. Hey, I'm sorry about that. So it's like,
Hey.
hey, man, we've all been there.
The worst thing.
It's like, we're good.
The worst thing is when you reach out to someone, you're like, "Hey, man,
damage control.
can you just give me a synopsis of what happened last night?
I just need to read about it.
Can
yeah.
you just kind of like let me know? Did I make a fucking?
Yeah, damage
I remember
control.
this,
Yeah. And then I blacked out here.
and it didn't. And then when I came back to, it was
That's
this
what
was going.
sucks about
can
being
you
drunk.
Can you fill in that little bit of space? Oh yeah, man, you were swinging from the rafters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit. You know,
Yeah. No, but everybody's been there, It's like, well, not everybody, but majority.
a lot of people.
That's why, like, with my friends and stuff, we just go, hey, man, you're good.
Right.
Don't worry about it. No harm, no foul. We knew you were drunk. We've been there.
Right. And I've had people like say really mean shit to me when they're drunk, and it's like, okay,
Shut up.
they're drunk.
It's the alcohol.
It's like, yeah, and they might really think that deep down
Yeah.
inside, but like,
But they don't at all. They just, like-
right. You don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know. So
Beer speaks. That's actually Lagunitas. They have that beer speaks. People
Yeah.
mumble.
yeah, it says it on their box.
It says it on their box. So that's kind of the synopsis there.
All of a company of Lagunitas.
Yeah, I love that. I love them.
Oh, the owner of Lagunitas, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Like, he's just. I told you he has a book, so you want to start a brewery. That's his book.
You know what I think you should do?
Go meet him.
No, you should visit us on social media. We're on
Jesus.
Twitter. We're on Facebook, and we are in Instagram. On
In
the
it.
gram.
We're
in
up-
the gram.
We're up in that shit.
And I think everybody should definitely go there and
Let your peeps know.
I have an idea.
And then have your peeps follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
I think you're really good at this. I think you're really good at
the plug.
begging people to.
I'm not. Unless you mean sarcastic.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, yes, I'm great at it.
So I think I'm just gonna just give you control of this part.
And
But
guys-
it's not the
forward all
same. I
time.
feed off of you. That's why. When you start it, then I finish it.
And guys, we're going to take all the periods out of our sentences because it offends some people.
I'm going to
Yeah.
fuck you up. I swear to God, we're going to box right now.
And we're only
You're about
gonna-
to catch these hands,
We're not.
Joe.
We're only gonna time. We're only gonna talk about stretches in time as like what's a different word for that? Like epochs or
Apex?
points in time. No, we can't say periods anymore.
Yes.
So
Journeys.
that's only that word is that.
Are we saying
That's
goodbye?
That's their
Are we
word.
saying goodbye?
Yeah, we are saying goodbye. We are saying goodbye. Thank you very much for listening.
No periods over here.
No
Follow
periods.
us on the goddamn social medias.
Question marks will not have the dot
Did
at
you
the
hear how
bottom.
angry I am? It's because I
Exclamation
am
point.
on my period.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
so-
it?
No,
Wait.
I could.
asshole.
You're angry.
Hey guys.
No, your skin's clear.
Oh my god.
Oh no, it's
Why are you
always
laughing?
clear.
Why are you laughing,
cell.
Nate?
Obviously, you have
It's
clear cell.
always
Aw,
clear.
Mad Men.
Yeah.
Do you know everything relates back to Mad Men?
It
Like
does.
literally everything in my daily life. I'm just like, oh, that was. I was driving back to work and I passed an Utz truck and I'm like, look.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's a
their bag
problem.
is the same.
I have like
never
four.
changed.
I have like 4 episodes left and I'm so sad.
Oh,
Can you
how
believe it? I finished already.
Don turns it. He's just kind of like, yeah.
I'm so yeah.
You know,
It's
I
one
bet
of my
you-
favorite
Till the last
shows.
I bet
one
you.
of my favorite
I
shows
bet
ever.
you. I haven't seen it yet.
It's really good.
I'm on
I
the
haven't
episode,
started
even
it.
though I fell asleep, so I have to probably go back one because I woke up and Cooper died, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't.
So I'm gonna have to
Can you?
go back.
Oh, you're only
Are
there?
there spoilers?
No, there's more.
That's
There's
not a
being
big deal.
discussed?
It's not a big deal.
seven seasons.
He's like 100 years old.
There's a GIF, whatever
GIF.
GIF,
GIF.
but where it's the dance scene. Have you been there yet?
The dance scene.
Yeah. So you're
No.
they're getting
Yeah,
ready.
I'm
to
in the
move.
last season. I might have like maybe 5 or 6 episodes left.
But there's when Cooper dies.
Mm-hmm. They literally just
Don
found out.
Okay.
So just
So they're in the old office. Okay.
Zip it.
Are they in the
Zip,
office
zip,
with the
zip.
stairs?
Would you like a sucker lip?
yeah,
I
they
zip
were,
it?
that happened last season.
Okay.
Their season before where they
Yep.
they did 2
But
floors.
they're still there, and Cooper just died.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next episode is going to be a Don Draper vision.
Okay.
All right.
It's pretty good.
So yeah, I'm Maria.
I'm Ernesto.
And I'm Nate. Watch Mad Men.
Great company.
Yeah.
Bye.
And
Bye.
good night, Earth.
Peace.
I'm just going to keep it up. Good night, Earth.
Oh. Damn
We are
it.
now we're back
I thought
to
I
it.
put it back
stopped
on.
it. No. If you
I
hit
did
again,
stop it. I thought I
stop
put it
we
back
just didn't
on.
hit it back on.
I could have sworn I did.
No, I watched the whole.
Yeah, it's super cool. Let's not argue about that. Boom.